So we before Jamie found the article. Jamie's the one who grabbed the article. I'd already pulled up the actual class action lawsuit for this, and Justin already did some research into it because I was at work and I was listening to people reading through it, so I was trying to keep whatever notes I could. We're going to start over with the article though. WDW News today. Breaking news: a class action lawsuit has been filed against Disney and Inspire Health over changes to the Theme Park Disability Act. Following many months of controversy, a class action lawsuit has been filed against the Walt Disney Parks and Resorts and Inspire Health Alliance in the state of California over changes that were made to the system. In case you don't know, DOS would be protected under the American Disabilities Act. So them changing things can get them into a load of trouble. Class action suit Malone versus Disney, filed in Orange County, California, alleges that Disney and Inspire are discriminating against those with disabilities by instituting these policies in their interview process to determine eligibility. In the United States, if you have a disability and you need help, you are supposed to be able to go and ask for help, and technically, wherever you are, they cannot ask. That is protecting disability rights. Now, for Universal, SeaWorld, and Six Flags, they go through a third party service that is a health care service system, and they have you fill out a questionnaire so they know what you need help with. That's a go around of it, and that's okay. However, in this case, since Disney has decided to take it on themselves, they're pretty much saying that they are trained doctors and can do this. Um, it also, again, the wording that we went over before, it used to say that DOS was intended for only those with, was it mental disability?
Yeah.
And that the only word has been dropped, so that does give a little more credence. But I think that was dropped because of this lawsuit. Um, so where in your notes, where should we jump to and start in?
Realistic. I only read like the first page, the first two pages. Um, Realistically, it's they're suing because of they when they go into the eligibility calls or whatever, they are required to state what their disability is,
Correct, and that is
which
against the
that
law.
is illegal.
Yeah, because you can't do that. You again, the way it's always worded for other companies is, what would you need the most assistance with? I
Yeah.
can't ask what's wrong with you. I can ask how I can help you and make your day better. And Disney used to be very good about this.
Yeah.
Disney's system was very, very helpful until lightning lanes were starting to get long lines and they weren't selling lightning lanes. Straightforward is how that looks, because the we're not going to name names or point fingers or whatnot. I will state we do have a friend who used to have a DOS pass. She lost hers with this whole change, and Disney's response when she went and talked to them and did their, I mean, okay, first off, she had to sit on hold for 3 days to get through on the phone call. That's unacceptable. I don't care either way. That's unacceptable. If you're going to make them go through this extra steps, they have to be able to get right through. That way
Yes.
they can start going through it. But once she went through all those steps and was denied, Disney's response was that their best solution for her was she could instead buy for the group or buy for herself and have the group buy for themselves lightning lanes. That doesn't fix the problem. That just is Disney saying, instead of you getting it for free, Go buy it now. And it's not that she's trying to ask for it for free, because Justin knows who I'm talking about, but again, we're not going to name names. And that's not how she would be about it. She's just not able to go ahead and physically do long waits, especially, summertime and such. And again, for a company that used to be very willing to help, it shouldn't be turned around of, hey, give us more money, and then we'll help you. I'm very happy that this is going forward. Can you shoot them a message about this just so they know to keep an eye out in case something comes out, because they definitely should join in on it. I don't need the DOS pass. I never have. I've never even asked for it. So this does not affect me. It doesn't affect any of the three of us. So none of us will sign it. But definitely, 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 if you uh if you do need DOS and you were affected, and there's a way to sign the class action lawsuit and join, please do, because the only way that big corporation that's just chasing extra cash is going to learn is by getting in trouble for it. And I mean, I hate the fact that we got to this point, because especially when this whole thing went down, the different either TikToks we saw coming out or articles we saw coming out from people, and some of these people who were being denied was ridiculous, and there's no call for that.
Yep.
Any input from your side? Because I know you have involvement in DOS also. Not that you personally have it, but
No. Oh no.
Jamie,
Disney really messed up when they changed all the policies.
Disney really, really messed up.
Which I
Again,
don't have a problem with updating policies or anything like that. I just feel like they did it the wrong way.
absolutely did.
And we know the reason why they changed policies was because people were abusing the system, and people who didn't need that assistance were getting that assistance.
Correct. The problem, one of my problems is though, and I know this from watching, well, just even just scrolling and seeing some of the people who still now have access to it were some of the worst abusers of it. And the only reason they do is because their friends are the ones who were able to get granted back to them. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I think Disney correcting the DOS system, correcting in quotes. Please put those in big quotes, because this was not a correction. They ignored the actual main issue, which is what's causing more problems. Sorry for interrupting you.
You're good.
No,
Was it?
I mean, I think if Disney had gone the route Universal, Knott's, Six Flags all did, and you use that third party service company, again, they are still vetting, but they're not doing the third party company spent the time to go through the laws of ADA and set it up properly, and it's legitimately an app, and you fill it out once, and it qualifies for all of them because they all use the same service, and that's what Disney should have done if they were going to update their system, because then you also take it away from the park, and so it's not the park's fault if you get denied. We're sorry, unfortunately, that's their decision. We just enforce their decision. But then also those members who are abusing the system, who are still abusing the system, the whole correction of this, they no longer have that in to abuse the system. I mean, that being said, there is still ways around the questionnaires and such to abuse the system and get it when you don't need it. My biggest statement, I think, out of this is Disney done did messed up. Disney should have known better. Disney needs to fix this and fix it right and apologize. I want to see a public apology come out from the Walt Disney Company about this. And Disney needs to crack down on those who are actually abusing it and not punish those who actually need it.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're chair ridden, there shouldn't be a question. I mean, that shouldn't even go without a doubt that if you're stuck, in a chair and such, why you got denied in the first place makes no sense to me. Sorry, these ones get me a little fired up.